Hello, my name is Scorch, and I am back with part 2 of my Celeste walkthrough. Today we are going to tackle Chapter 2, The Old Site, and this is one of my favorite levels in the entire game. The soundtrack, absolutely amazing. The level mechanics, absolutely amazing. And yeah, let's get right into it. Strawberries will impress your friends, but that's about it. Yep, they are not required at all to play through the game. However, again, I encourage you to find as many as you can. So, if you remember last time when we left off, we had just gotten through the Forsaken City. We just fallen asleep at this campfire, and now we find ourselves awake. The fire is green, and the stars are falling, and this memorial is... I don't even know necessarily what's happening with this memorial. It's going crazy. But regardless, as we start this level, the first secret is right here. Now you might say, Scorch, where? where did they hide something, right? Because this here, we can't use this yet. We cannot get to the other side of it. So what? How can we already find something? Well, in order to find the secret, in order to get to it, we're going to have to take advantage of a property of screen transitions. Now, let me show you what I mean. Did you catch it? It's pretty fast. But whenever you go through a screen transition, you get your dash back without having to touch the ground. So, if we use this fact to our advantage, right, we can dash like this to gain a ton of height. Now, I'm going to drop down below to dash to get a little farther up, right? And that way we can keep our dash to get even farther along. No, I'm going to mess up and drop to my doom. My demise. No, not actually. This is a really easy thing to attempt. And I don't even know if we necessarily needed to use our dash there. We did not. Right, but it can be a little tricky to make sure that you get this. I recommend mashing the dash out in order to make sure that you get it in time. But regardless, we get our way over here and we can find the crystal heart for this level. Now, you can find this later in the level, but when you find it, you're no longer able to access it. You have to get it right now at the beginning. So, here we go, our first major secret. Resurrections. That is the name of the soundtrack for this level. It is definitely my favorite soundtrack in the main game. Absolutely wonderful how it fits in with this this dreamscape environment we're in, right? These falling stars, these floating rocks. And so we make our way across. Now there's nothing over here to the right. Just a blocked off area that we can't get through at the moment. And so we make our way down here. Now, these blocks are blocking us. They're blocking us from getting through certain areas at the moment, right? They're blocking us from accessing these. These green things, these are strawberry seeds. You have to collect all of them without touching the ground in order to get a strawberry to spawn in this room. They're little puzzles. And so we're not able to do anything yet, seemingly, right, with this whole area. Even if we come in here, right, we can't get to that strawberry from this side, no matter how hard we try. Right, nothing that we can really do yet, except for this cracked wall over here. So we're going to dash into that and then proceed through the level. Now I'm going to show off two things in this room. One, that there with the wall jump, right, mess it up a little bit, but if we jump right as we grab a wall, we get a huge boost of momentum, and we can actually just get across like that. You can just grab the wall and jump across as normal. No need to do that, but I just wanted to demonstrate that. And then here I want to demonstrate how, how we run out of stamina. If we grab the dash crystal as we run out, right, we reset our stamina. And so we could actually hang on this wall for forever as long as we keep grabbing the dash crystal. Pretty cool. It's going to be a necessary part of some puzzles later in the game, but I think that that's a really good moment to show it there. So here, you can just use our dash to grab this side of the wall, jump through this dash crystal, and then dash to this block. And now the natural course of action is going to be to jump up there, but there's a little crack in the wall here, another secret, another strawberry that we want to come find. Right, so we'll just pick that up and proceed through like this. And now no matter how much exploring you did earlier, right, it's always going to bring you here to this room with this sinister mirror. Straight out of a horror movie. And as spooky as that might be, we need to do that in order to turn on these dream blocks. Now, this is maybe my favorite mechanic in the entire game. And, yeah, why is that? Well, you get to do this. Absolutely just a pleasure to play with these. The sound they make, the way that you just get to zoom through, wonderful. They reset your dash, right? So you can dash right out of them, and you can dash right back through immediately. And they're going to enable some really cool movement. Now, up here, right, there's a little gap there that kind of points you that this strawberry is there. We want to pick that up. And I want to show you exactly what I mean by very cool movement. If you hit jump right as you leave a block, you get to get a burst of momentum, right? See how much farther I go than if I just dash through and don't jump. And so because we get that burst of momentum and keep our dash, we get to do some things like this. Right, where we get to go through 3 whole rooms without needing to ever touch the ground. Absolutely beautiful. And so that's why these are my favorite mechanic. They just enable so many cool movement sequences. We're gonna, dash into that little section of ground there that looks different to be able to come down and get this strawberry. And we could have gotten that earlier, but I wanted to save it for then. And so this right here, block at the bottom, hides a secret. A big one, in fact. It's gonna hide these this B-side room that we need to go through in order to unlock the harder variant of this level. And so we'll just pick that up and then make our way on back out. So we want to climb up like this, right? Use that block to get up. And we can come back here. And now we can finally grab this strawberry. The way that you want to do it is you want to dash down and then immediately come back up. Well, you want to actually touch the strawberry, but that's going to be how we do that part, right? And then you dash through to come over here. So this strawberry here, right, we're going to combine the level mechanics. We're going to jump on that traffic block and then dash through the dream block, right, and then be able to make our way over here. Now this room can be kind of tricky. If you use the jump out of the block that I showed you, then you can do this room, but the way the devs intend for you to do this at this point is to take advantage of this. The fact that you can dash through a dream block and grab it immediately. But there's no need if you just zip right through the room like that. If we come to this dream block right here, right there, you see there's a little gap in the floor that points us to this secret strawberry. That's going to be the last one for this area. Oh no. It's alright, we fall, we get back up. Right, it's kind of one of the major themes of the game. And so now we can just make our way out back to the surface. So this block we saw before is now usable, and we can dash straight up through it if we want. You can also make use of some diagonal dashes to get through it. Lets you have some pretty sweet movement, I'm not gonna lie. And so I encourage you to, play around with these as much as you want, right? You can just absolutely zoom through the level. And so we're gonna jump back up like this. Oh dear. Okay, that brings us to this room where we're gonna have to use those diagonal dashes to get to these little pockets of safety, right? Because again, if you don't line yourself up right, it's gonna be kind of messy, and I don't recommend it. So just take your time. Right, no need to go fast, right? I'm gonna go speedy through here, right? But that's because I have already played the game. But take it at your own pace. Now here we're introduced to this character again. Madeline. Darling, slow down. Who said that? Oh, I'm simply a concerned observer. And a demon. Are you me? I'm part of you. Why would part of me look so creepy? This is just what I look like, okay? Deal with it. Sorry, I didn't mean... Forget about it. I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally get out of your head. But look, I'm worried about us. We need a hobby, but this? I know it sounds crazy, but I need to climb this mountain. You are many things, darling, but you are not a mountain climber. Who says I can't be? I know it's not your strong suit, but be reasonable for once. You have no idea what you're getting into. You can't handle this. That's exactly why I need to do this. Are you the weak part of me or the lazy part? I'm the pragmatic part, and I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Let's go home. Together. I love the way that they have her hang out of the character portrait there. Really emphasizes kind of the level of control she has over the situation. You know, makes her seem even scarier than normal. And so this character here I'm going to refer to as Madeline for the rest of the playthrough. Right, we're Madeline, and this is sort of the personification of our inner doubts and worries. You know, our bad side, right? So I think Madeline fits. And yeah, in this next section we're going to have to deal with her. But before we even do that, and before I even explain what we're going to need to do, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the soundtrack here. Shoutouts to Lena Rain. Absolutely amazing job composing for this game. And so, as you can see here, Madeline's gonna chase us. And she is gonna follow our movements exactly. Right, so in order to stay safe, we're going to need to make sure that we avoid the path that we previously took with good timing. And the way that I would recommend doing that is by simply taking your time, right? Like if I go real fast through this room, right, she's going to be very fast paced and very frantic as she follows me, right? But if I make sure to take these little pauses, right, she's going to pause when I do, and that gives me the necessary time to be able to line up where I need to go in order to not, touch Madeline. I mean, like, you know, right? Like, if we just, stay cool, we can manipulate her into never really being a problem, right? But if you want to go fast and just speed your way through collecting everything, right? No worries. It is still entirely possible. Just go at the pace that you find most comfortable. Now, in this room, right, we have these sections where we're going to have to, right, navigate these more enclosed spaces while 3 copies of the Battlein are chasing us, right? And that's going to persist now through the other rooms. And so it's important, again, to still take your time, in my opinion. Right, because that just gives you that added time to line up the safe spaces. Right, we're going to come up here. Grabbing that second block to then be able to dash up here. It gives us the strawberry, gives us a little moment of reprieve, but we're right back into the action. And now, after this block, you might think naturally to dash up there, but we crush a strawberry if we do that, and we can't access it, and of course we want all the strawberries. So, what we're going to instead do is just drift over there. Oh no. Right, and see what I mean? If we are, too quick with our movement, cross over our own path too much, it's going to be hard to get where we need to go, right? especially in these tight spaces. And so what we want to do then is drift over there, find it, slowly inch our way up, and then we can dash over to safety. Right, and again, if I grab that wall there and then wait, they're forced to do the same thing, so that's going to give me a moment of safety to be able to, not die. So now, again, in this room, the natural pathing takes you to this block, it falls down, and it prevents us from getting a strawberry. So the way that we want to get that strawberry is we go through this secret little area here, dash to that wall to give ourselves a nice little lineup to drop to the block safely, and then we can drop through and get the strawberry. Now we come to this, we're going to want to wait for it to drop. We can manually time our dash there to get it to the crystal, and now we come to this little section where we've got to get all of these little spinners that unlock the door. And if you just follow kind of what I'm doing, right, see how, if we go slow, even with 5 copies of Madeline, it's pretty manageable, or Badeline, right? But if we, kind of go fast and go crazy, right, certainly it becomes a lot more hectic very quickly, right? And it's very hard to calculate where the safe space is going to be if you need to double back over your path, right? So just take it slow if you're a beginner. And we come down here, right? Badeline won't pursue us any farther, right? Nice little moment, right? Jam out to the soundtrack, right? And just relax now. We can proceed through the rest of the level, collect the rest of the strawberries, and not have to worry about dying. Well, as I say that, not have to worry about Badeline being the one to get us, though. So we can hop off this, zoom right over here, right? And there's going to be a gap in the ceiling, going to lead us to the strawberry. We're going to want to dash all the way up through, and then we can make our way back down this way. We can dash through this block here and make our way down here. Dash diagonally through these blocks, and that'll let us grab this strawberry. It was hidden underneath that block, or this whole area was, I suppose. We can make our way back up, and that'll take us to the end of this sequence. Hello? Madeline? Are you calling from a payphone? Yeah. No, wait, you called me. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm in trouble. I'm being chased by someone. I don't really understand what's going on, but I am in danger. I can feel it. Madeline, you only call me when you're panicking in the middle of the night. You don't have to make up some ridiculous story just to get my attention. I'm not making it up. You always do this. It's alright. Calm down. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Talk to me. I'm climbing Celeste Mountain. I found this old mirror and it shattered, but part of me escaped and I'm dreaming. Aren't I? Madeline, of course you're dreaming. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why would I start now? Ugh, why am I even climbing this stupid mountain? I'm wondering the same thing. It's time to give up and go home. I say no. I don't have much of a choice. And so we get launched, and that's going to be the end of our dream. We're back. The sky's no longer falling. Words are no longer freaking out. And, we can definitely relax now. And I want to take this time to show off, actually, a cool movement technique, because there's still one more collectible. But we have a large stretch of screens to get through, and you'll see me do this a bunch, where I dash diagonally at the ground, and then jump with, the right timing, and I get to keep that momentum and just get these massive momentum boosts. and just shoot through the screens. Right, so these are called hyper dashes, and they are really convenient for when you need to travel long distances, or for some platforming challenges if you can find some creative uses for them. Right, and so we come to this room here, where it's another winged strawberry. Right, remember we have to collect these without dashing. Right, so I'm going to do just that. And it turns out that some of them actually require the dash to be collected. Right, if you notice, a property of them is that they don't immediately disappear as soon as you use your dash, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to dash at the very end in order to collect the strawberry. Right, dash into it like that, and we're able to pick it up. Perfect. And that's going to be the final strawberry for this level, the final collectible, and that'll bring us to the end. You know, instead of getting a phone call from a toxic ex, this time we get a nice call from our mom. Hello. Hey, Mom. Madeline, what a nice surprise. How's your trip? It's okay. I'm kind of just overwhelmed. Oh no, are you having another panic attack? Focus on your breathing, honey. I'm here. What's going on? And that'll take us to the end of chapter 2. And it is just that easy. Hopefully you were able to grab everything along the way, but yeah, no judgment if you were not able to. You know, just get through it and take the game at your own pace. I believe in you either way. Let's see. Yes, was able to get everything. Only 10 deaths. Not too bad if I say so myself. And so, next time we will tackle chapter 3, Celestial Resort. We're gonna, make our way through a hotel as we continue to climb up this mountain, and that'll be it for this episode. If you are enjoying the content, feel free to like and subscribe. It means a lot. Maybe even leave a comment down below about what else you'd like to see in these guides. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.